time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. I Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey.
What's the deal, people? It's your boy, the one and only, your host that do the most, Mr. Viral himself, aka the villain, because they hate me for my opinion. Welcome back to another episode of the VwP Podcast. Make sure you share, like, subscribe to the channel. You already know what to do. Algorithm gang, get us in the algorithm, man, the VwP. As always, I got my co-host in the building, Messiah the Great. We're here to lead the way. We're here to wake the sheep that sleep. We got two lovely young ladies in the house. We have a returning guest, fan favorite, and my personal favorite, Miss Wild Raven. Raven, what's the deal?
Oh man, nothing. Slow motion.
You slow motion today?
I'm chilling.
Man, you usually fast paced like a NASCAR in here going, you know.
Thank God for deliverance.
We're going to get to that a little later. And we have Miss Michelle. Redhead Michelle, what's the deal?
What's good?
How you feeling today?
I'm excellent.
You excellent?
I'm hungry, but I'm excellent.
Yeah, I see. Nah, pull your nutter butter out. You good. You real raw and uncut. You good. Get the chocolate. You got your game face on today. Are y'all up to date on the LA music scene, like as far as new rappers and what's going on?
I'm old, no.
A little bit.
How about you, Messiah? You up to date? Because they got to killing me last episode. They done woke my game up. Shout out to all the viewers out there. Y'all woke my game up. I went and did some research literally on the way to the studio. Every up-and-coming artist or every artist that's making noise, I went and ran through their music. Me and the Messiah over here. How you feel about it, Messiah?
Man, I'll be stuck on what I'll be stuck on. So I think people need to take a page out of, go listen to Lil Wayne, the Rapper Eater. And he gives a whole description on what you should do as a fucking artist when it comes to making music. I feel like niggas be rapping with no aim or no direction. So what I mean is you should have a subject. You should have everything that you need to rap about. What you rapping about? Fake bitches, real life. You rapping about money. You rapping about whatever you doing. There should be some aim and direction of what you talking about. And I think a lot of people are not doing that. Niggas just saying, throwing lines together and jumping back and forth with the punching in shit. So most of it, yeah, I don't know, cause I can't get jiggy with a lot of shit no more.
Yeah, because after the Kendrick Pop-Out concert, me personally, I didn't see no rush to put music out. And I mean, I didn't see it. Now, that's not to say nobody dropped, because Problem dropped a project, RJ dropped a project, Joe Moses dropped a project, Meet the Whoops. Y'all woke me up on Meet the Whoops. I was unfamiliar. And all through the mentions, everybody's going crazy. Meet the Whoops. So I ran down some of their music. LaRussell, I ran down some of his music.
I like him.
Oh, you like him? Okay, we gonna get to
you
that.
You listen to his shit, or you listen to just like the clips that you see going by?
Well, the songs are so short, so it's not hard to. All the songs are so short, so it's not hard to listen to it.
It's easily digestible.
He got a little
from the Bay.
He got a little substance in his music.
So I ran down his. I ran down Big Hit. I was already familiar with Big Hit. I guess that's Hit Boy, the producer. That's his dad. He got out the pen. He been going crazy.
He can rap.
Yeah, he can rap. He had a little back and forth with Milk. Milk tried to act like he was, say he was snitching and act like he had some paperwork. And from what I read, it was false. So I don't know if that put a hiccup in his career or not, but that been going on. I just ran down the whole West Coast, and I wanted to get y'all's opinions on the West Coast music scene.
But it's a thing too, like you saying, you gotta box it out, because I don't consider RJ as one of these new artists. Like, so when I think of new artists, I don't really count him. He's already been cemented in my mind for a while now. Even Joe Moses and most artists like that. Like, I know what to expect from them. They got good music to me. It's a lot of these niggas, like you said, who'd you just name? The Big Whoops or something like that?
Meet the Whoops.
I haven't heard too much. I haven't heard too much of their shit. I ain't knocking nobody. It's a different time. It's a different era. But I would have to really sit down and dissect people's shit. But I'm more like, I like to listen to bars. I want to hear substance. I want to hear everything that you're talking about, as far as like, I think rap was more of it's like you have to have a gift for gab. It's more like your wordplay. That's what people like it about a lot of MCs coming up. It's like saying shit that people ain't saying. Get me to think about something.
You gotta understand the time we live in right now. Everybody, the majority of people is watered down. They have no substance to themselves, so the music fits the people.
The person, yeah.
My son listens to it, no offense, son, but that's how I get up to date on the stuff. I'm like, what is it? And it's catchy, but it's no substance to it. But it's what's going on.
Yeah, see, with the West Coast, people got to understand our lifestyle is directly tied to the music, and that's directly tied to Hollywood. So we got more of like a turn up, aggressive type of lifestyle as far as gangbanging goes. So the music reflects that. So you used to ride low riders, big 12s in the trunk, like a lot of bass, and that's what's reflected in the music. So a lot of our music gets boxed in regionally because naturally you're gonna rap about the way you grew up, and the way we grew up is kind of exclusive to us, even though we took it worldwide and other people got exposed to it due to Hollywood and music. But it's hard for somebody, let's say, living in Miami, Florida, to listen to you rap about what's going on in the Nickerson Gardens. They don't probably even know what the fuck that is.
Right.
Or rap about what's going on in on the east side of Long Beach. They like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm from whatever, Miami Gardens or wherever they from out there. So we get boxed in a lot with that. And like I said, a lot of our music is like dance music, it's turn up music, it's function music. Because we do a lot of functions out here. We got lowrider clubs, we got motorcycle clubs. West Coast, we just known for functions, from house parties to kickbacks. I mean, our whole vibe is like a function vibe. So a lot of the music we put out, like RJ and Joe Moses, a lot of that gonna be turn up music. It's not gonna be too much substance. And that's where my review of music, I get a lot of kickback from the fans, pushback from the fans, because I grew up on different type of music, bro. I was in elementary school listening to niggas like Nas, listening to niggas like Pop, listening to niggas like Jay. I'm on the West Coast listening to Big L, Stack Bundles. Like me and Messiah, we came up on a different frequency with music. So when we listening to these new artists, it's cool to the youth and the people who grew up on this lifestyle, but like he just said, we listening for metaphors, we listening for storytelling, we listening for putting your emotions on the beat like Pop, like when you just feel it, like Dear Mama, like, ooh, this shit hit. Like we listening for a different type of things, similes, and Nas rapping songs backwards and forward again, and just different type of creativity. And a lot of the West Coast music lacks that. It's just more so gang bang, shoot 'em up, bang bang, slide on the op, fuck a bitch, turn up. So how you feel about it, Michelle?
I feel the same way, honestly. I think that most of this music now is trash. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't know nobody you named.
See, that's deep, because they got on my ass.
I don't know. I don't think I ever heard of any. I mean, maybe you can play something or.
Well, we'll get hit with the copyright strike if we play it. Because YouTube be tripping, they don't be letting you play original music.
Trust me, you hear it when we go out. Because when we go out, I be like, who is this? It's catchy. It is definitely catchy.
Not most of it.
I don't know what it is, but I'm going to be honest, even in going out of town, they do listen to more like lyrical rap. I don't want to hear that in the club. We was in the corner about to freestyle one night. I'm like, oh, I want to dance. You feel me?
We understand that, but if you gotta think like he said, when we was younger, if we had our last $15 or $20 to go buy a CD,
right.
I'm not finna buy a CD just for one club banger. I'm finna go buy a CD that I can listen to over and over.
The whole CD.
Until, exactly, for the whole body of work. Yeah. Now it's a different time, so like you said, it's different. But to go back to what you were saying, I think it's an excuse. I just think niggas need to it's not even more so it's because it's West Coast. I think it's more so niggas' mindsets. Like, niggas need to start reading a dictionary or something. Start learning more words. Start reading more books. If you think about people like Lil Wayne or whatever the case is that use all these metaphors, use all this shit, the nigga's smart as hell. You might not see him doing all that, but this nigga knows shit that a lot of people don't know. And that's how he able to keep coming up with all these metaphors and these bars. A lot of them rappers back then was smart in their own sense. You probably don't push that out there, but that's why these niggas saying the same bubblegum popcorn shit. versus shit that can last centuries or decades.
Yeah, like I'm listening to Meet the Whoops. Like they have one of the biggest recommendations from the fans. So first of all, shout out to them because whatever they're doing is working. But when I listen to the music, some of the shit, I'm like, oh, this is dope. I can see people playing this. And then some of the shit is strictly for the West Coast. Like this ain't leaving the West because it's too much whooping, it's too much bracking, it's too much. I'm from the Nellas, I'm from here, I'm from the people worldwide. They don't know that. See, to us, gangbanging is everything because we grew up around it. Your family do it, your friends do it. There's nowhere you could go that people aren't doing it. But we don't realize that this is a small bubble in a big world. Outside of here, people don't give a fuck about your set. They don't give a fuck about gangbanging, and they don't want to hear about it all day. So if that's all you're pushing into music, you're not gonna get far. And when we are rating music up here, I understand some stuff is just for that region. Just like Atlanta, they got shit that's just for Atlanta. We ain't playing that shit. Miami got shit just for Miami. We ain't playing that shit. Every coast, East Coast, they got shit for East Coast. We ain't playing that shit. But there are artists who transcend, like Fab, like Jay, like, you know what I'm saying? Like different artists that are transcend worldwide. It don't matter where you're from. What they're talking about is relatable to humans. So when I'm rating artists, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, can your music transcend outside of your region to where you grew up on the east side of Long Beach, but somebody who grew up in Mississippi is still play your shit?
Right.
Like Big Crit, he from Mississippi. I'm from east side Long Beach. I was banging this shit back in, what was that, 2015? Well, what cover he was on? He came in the game with Big Sean and them. He was on that cover, that Double XL cover.
I forget. It might have been before that.
Yeah, but I was banging his shit back then, and he's from Mississippi, rural down south. I'm a city boy, but I was relating to what he was talking about. That's the type of shit I'm talking about.
Yeah, that makes sense. What you just said made a lot of sense. Like, even though it's popular here, you gonna go somewhere else. We get it, what you're saying, because we around it. But to go somewhere else, it's gonna be like, man, cut this off.
I mean, the reality of the new music is really just crazy, though. Even though, like, I get what we're saying about we can relate to the West Coast or the East Coast can relate to them, but most of the music is about doing drugs, overdosing, fucking bitches, teaching these kids how to be retarded. So
Talk about it.
I'm not understanding, like, all this shit is trash, really. I mean, we listen to it because we are partying, probably drinking, just trying to have fun, whatever. But the reality is the music is really not good. Like, Jay-Z and them had more to say, better shit to say, teaching us how to do certain things, telling us what to do better. These niggas is telling all these kids to get up and go pop a molly and go spaz out and do some weird shit and end up in jail. Like, we need to, I feel like our culture need to direct our music in a different area. I mean, damn, like, you can rap, but rap and teach these niggas how to get up and go work. Like, they making every young boy not want, they don't want to work. They don't believe in working. They not believing in going to school. All these young kids ain't even finishing high school. Like, what are we doing with this music? I'm not understanding. Like, I fuck with NBA Youngboy. That's probably the only new artist that I know, and I guess I can just relate, right? Like, he young, he be saying some bullshit, he do, but if you listen to most of the music, he do got some real shit in there.
Yeah, see, he put pain on the beat. His lifestyle and the pain that he went through, he vocalizes that. So it's like, oh, I went through that too. I could feel that. And like you said, a lot of this music is trash. Like, I hate to say it. And I think it's an age gap thing too, because when I was younger, a lot of the shit that attracted me musically, maybe now I don't want to hear it. As I'm older and experience more in life, I got more responsibilities. I look at life through a different lens. So now the younger crowd that's rapping shit I probably would have been bobbing my head to as well at my age now, like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, y'all niggas talking about some dumbass shit.
See, but it's I don't know, man, because rap is the only thing where we use the age shit as excuses. Like, any other genre, it don't matter what fucking age you was in. I was in elementary listening to Jadakiss. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's, to me, it just goes back. And like you said, if you rapping about certain shit, it's cool. Yeah, rap about the streets, but it's a difference from you rapping what you live and what you've been through versus, okay, you glorifying this, like you said, you sending out the wrong message But niggas don't talk about the flip side of a lot of shit that go on. Niggas don't talk about when they in shootouts or when these niggas talk that they in shootouts, they never lose them. They'll never get shot. You know what I mean? Niggas don't never go to jail. If they do go to jail, they beat in every case. They go to jail, beat the shit out of every nigga. Like, nigga don't take no L's, nigga. They don't talk about the flip side when you in court and ain't nobody there for your ass. You know what I mean? When your mama or your kids and shit come crying and seeing you in the county jail and all this different type of shit. So I think that's the whole point. Like, niggas just glorify, but they don't talk about the fucked up shit. A lot of these niggas ain't ready to take 50 years or whatever the case is.
They gonna snitch.
They gonna tell and
They're
get
not rapping about the time they told on the low. They left that part out of the story. I think that's why King Von blew up so tough, because he did tell those sides. He told about them hungry nights. He told about them nights in the cell. Hey, he telling niggas, look, you don't want to be me. You don't want to be me, nigga. Growing up, it was hard in the streets. Like, he telling you the real. Like, this gonna happen. Your friends gonna die. Niggas gonna tell on you. You go to jail, they gonna try to fuck your bitch. Like, you gonna be in there with no commissary, hungry as hell, begging for soup. Like, niggas squabbling niggas over cookies and all type of shit. The jailhouse lawyer telling you, oh yeah, bro, I just had a similar case. You going home. You come back, you got 37 listening to this dumbass nigga. So, that's the type of shit they leaving out, gang.
They some real killers though. King Von and them, they some real life.
Yeah.
They live.
I mean, it's okay to listen to them because but most of these kids ain't lived that shit. This is a fairy tale.
It's creating a false narrative. It's creating a false narrative. A false narrative for the kids. It's so funny because I forgot where I was at. And don't get me wrong, like, I listened to the catchy stuff. Sexy Red was on, and I just kind of looked around. All the kids was dancing. Have you ever seen Madea Family Reunion when the grandma was walking through the family reunion? Like, this is fucked up. That's how I felt listening. And I was like, damn, this is crazy, because these kids are 2 and 3 years old. They don't even know how to talk, but they know how to sing these songs. And the cold part about it is, we pump them up. You know, when the babies is dancing, oh, get it, mama, whatever, you know what I mean? But
I blame the single mothers for that. Nah, for real. Nah, this is what I'm saying. This ain't to all of them, but the ones that is doing it. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. I swear to God, I'm saying I just seen, because when you speaking on that, maybe yesterday or the day before, they had like I don't know what they was. They was like on a bus or something. They had Sexy Red playing, one of them shake their ass songs. And they had like 6 little girls, you know what I mean, twerking to the music and shit. Like you said, they in the background pumping them up, go do this and that. Like, by the time them kids is 11, 12 years old, they're going to be fucking for sure. Yeah. And it's a lot of things going on. I feel like if a man was there, nigga would have stopped that instantly. A nigga ain't finna be letting his daughter do that shit. But
it depends on the nigga.
Man, ain't no nigga finna, not that I know, finna be watching no little girls dancing to Sexy Red. You not even finna be playing this shit. Turn that shit off. Better go listen to some little kid music or something.
Gracie's Corner or something.
It was one dude he caught his daughter doing that, and he popped her, like, turn that shit off, and all the women in the comments killed him in the comments. Like, oh, you doing too much.
He did what was right.
Right, exactly. So yeah, a man definitely has to be there. But the culture definitely needs a reboot. Like bro said, it's all right to talk about the struggle or whatever the case. We all have struggles, but do it creatively. Like, tell a story with the shit. Yeah. That's another thing that made King Von kind of captivating, is he told the story like play for play. So that made it more believable as well. And another thing with hip hop, we're the only culture who lets the youth run it. Anywhere else in the world, the elders are the standard. Me and Messiah just had this talk. Anywhere else, like you go to your job, the elders in that job run it. They got the seniority. You go to sports, the legends on the team, they run it. They got the seniority. Only in hip hop, we're looking at the young dumb nigga that don't know nothing about life as he's the blueprint. He runs it. So now we got a generation of OGs trying to keep up with the young niggas. So instead of teaching and leading, they following these dumbass niggas. They starting to do what the young niggas is doing. So our culture is all flip-flop. We need to get the respect back to the elders. And the elders, y'all got to start earning y'all respect too. Y'all got to start coming out here and leading the way for these young niggas. Stop, get about your mansions and come touch the people a little bit. How y'all feel about that?
That's real. With that. That's real.
How you feel about that, Messiah? Because we just talked about it.
Yeah, you already basically said everything. Like you said, at the end of the day, a lot of these older artists, they come out and we hold the standard to these kids when the kids need to be reaching and learning longevity to get to where they at. So you might knock some of these old heads for dropping albums or doing certain shit like they out of touch. But you're going to get to that point one day. The same way we seen that interview where Game was like, are you 40 still rapping? Like, whatever the case is. And then time went by, he doing the same shit now. So it's like, it'll humble you quick. Some of these niggas get their 15 minutes and be up out of here. But it's just like, they got to connect too. You know what I mean? Some of these old heads got to connect with the young ones. They got to be around that shit. If they around all young niggas, they still going to be with no direction. You just got a little fame, maybe a little bag, and you don't have the growth yet. So I think that's probably the biggest problem. And these labels gonna push that shit anyway. They're gonna push these old niggas out.
The younger people are marketable. So like he said, now the older people are trying to mirror the younger people. So it ain't no real like direction. No real direction. One of the rap groups that you left out that I just discovered not too long ago is the Blue Bucks Clan.
Blue Bucks Clan.
They've been out for a little minute now.
Okay, well,
yeah, they make a noise.
But when I listen to them, it's catchy, but it just feel like everything sounds the same to me.
Yeah.
But I like
my
it, but it
kids
just sounds the
listen to
same
like
to me. Everything sounds the same.
It's a, and that's another thing in music too. A lot of people do that too. They choose to, if you notice some people that do music, they choose the same type of beats. They feel like they can't go out their box of rapping, like you said, a certain style or even trying. Before you had a lot of people, you could rap fast, you could rap slow, you know what I mean? You try, you do different things. And I think that's what separates Kendrick because he's never boxed. He goes in different categories that people not willing to go. And one thing artists got to start doing again, y'all got to start mixing the R&B with the rap.
Absolutely.
If y'all sit here and think about all the music that like the big hits from just maybe the 90s and up, there's always either somebody singing on the hook and rapping or somebody singing and a nigga rapping. You know what I mean? So start getting them females back on them hooks or whoever's singing on them hooks. I think them would be bigger hits. When I go back to think about a lot of good songs, it was always mixed in with both.
Have you guys noticed that there's not been any new R&B groups?
That's true.
No R&B groups.
Like no groups.
No groups.
Even R&B changed.
R&B ain't the same.
R&B changed. R&B niggas started to want to be rap niggas.
That's true.
Niggas, like you could have been the toughest nigga in the world, but on that mic, you was a soft, smooth player type of nigga. These niggas want to be gangsters now. Like chill, my nigga. You're an R&B singer. Sing R&B. Like you don't gotta be gangster and R&B. Get back to singing in the rain and singing in the desert with the hot leathers. I'm saying R&B changed when they start singing in the rain.
Heck yeah. Nah, it's just it's crazy. And I listen to all old music. When I was pulled up here, I was playing Fuck Faces by Scarface. That's the kind of music I listen to.
Yeah, that's classic. Yeah.
That's the kind of music.
See, even when it comes to women though, because I listen to a lot of old shit too, like Sade, Anita Baker, and them type of women. You know what I mean? Them voices don't even exist no more. Like in this day and age, to me. So I think a lot of that, like you said, the oldies and all that stuff, that was great classic music that we not getting again.
Yeah, start making music that transcends and will stand the test of time, because a lot of the music is just made for a moment. It's not. They're not making it with the thought of, okay, in 10 years this song can still get played. After this trend died off, the music dies with it. So a lot of people are making trendy music for that season. Like, oh, that was hot that season. And then the winter came, the shit not hot no more. You can't play it. Summer come, your shit wasn't hot no more. No, make music I can play at any time, in any era. Pop, you can still play now, right now.
It's timeless.
You can still play Biggie right now.
Yeah, nigga, 1 in a million. But you know what's crazy when I think about it too, though? But a lot of R&B singers back then, that's all they singed about was being in love with women. So I think that's probably a different thing.
Woo! Talk about it. Talk about that red pill shit.
Nah, but a lot of niggas was simps too, though. So it's like, I'm not saying it in a bad way, but some of them niggas was going, when you listen to their music, they going out the way for their shit.
Listen, Jaheim said put that woman first, and y'all see what happened when he did that shit. Smoked out and choked out.
Somebody posted that. I just seen that. They said they posted Too Short and Jaheim. They was like, Jaheim talking about put that woman first, and Too Short talking about fuck a bitch or whatever, and look at the comparison of how they look.
Now that is a fact though, because it's hard to rap about or sing about, being in love with women, because everywhere you go, women are saying fuck niggas. We don't need niggas. Right. I don't even like niggas. We finna start dating ourselves, girls trip, women empowerment. So how you gonna sing about being in love with a woman and all these bitches is like, fuck you niggas. Who we in love with?
That's the same thing I'm wondering, because the dudes is the same thing.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I don't have to ask. Everything is, I'm chilling with my homies. Do y'all niggas go together?
Right.
Or what?
What type of niggas y'all be with?
Y'all dealing with niggas in the streets, y'all know what that come with. Y'all might not be playing crazy.
Nah.
Yeah, you know a nigga running the streets, you know what the fuck you getting out of that.
Nah, bro.
You met the nigga on the block talking about it. You're like, come
Now you
on.
mad he still want to do what he was doing when you met him.
He got your number at the dice game. Now it's a problem.
Man, please. We supposed to, once we meet, we supposed to be on another frequency.
No, you on another frequency, but don't try to do too much because that's how shit get fucked up anyway. Because now
that's how I end up on a girls trip, baby. You ain't got no time for me.
See, look, because this make me think of this topic. I seen a German woman on TikTok, I believe. She went viral.
Yeah, she went in.
She said, black women are no competition. As far as if we lined up every race of women, black women are going to come in last in damn near every category. And if it's a competition to land the top man, they can beat black women like with blindfolded, like without even trying. How y'all feel about that? She's like, black women are masculine, they're disrespectful.
Well,
they're
first of all, that's because they was raised very, very, very different. So we have to be like that sometimes because we got to fend for ourselves. We don't got that extra help. Shit, we come from a mama who did the best she could and we getting out there early like, fuck that. I don't want to be like that. I'm going to do better than that. I'm going to do this and do that. And then you got a nigga either meet me halfway or shit, what else do I need you for? Because today, niggas want you to, I feel like this, niggas want you to take care of them and run after them. I ain't saying it ain't, okay, I'm not going to say there ain't no real men out there because it is. Every man is different. What I'm starting to see is niggas don't got no lives, man. They ain't got no push. They find a cool girl, good girl that got her shit going on. They trying to live off of that, be with that, deal with that, and do whatever else they want to do. We ain't about to take that shit no more. Like, we ain't with that no more. We got our own shit. What we need you for?
That means women do not need to cry when they ain't got a man. They don't need to cry when a man is doing him with.
I mean, you do. You do what you do. You learn how to do it.
The first thing this is exactly why this German lady cooked, because the first thing that our women say, and I love our women, don't get it twisted, but the first thing they say, what can this nigga do for me? What can this nigga do that?
But let me say
but let me see, and it's right here. You can't listen.
Trigger.
Look. Let me finish talking. It ain't too much. It's not too much. What I'm just saying is, they think in a way of being of service. It's not even about like, oh, you need to do this, I need to do that. It's like, no, let me do what I need to do to make you feel however you need to feel as a man. And that's going to make the man already reciprocate that most times, depending on what you choose. And we say this shit every fucking time. You damn near a reflection of who you're dealing with. Some of those parts that you don't like in that man that you're dealing with is inside of you somewhere. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people be thinking like, oh, I'm just the best woman, I'm just this. You probably not even somebody that can even get along with a long term. You know what I mean? You might not be that person that you think you are.
Right. I just feel like even in different cultures, a lot of them are raised to be wives and stuff like that. That's embedded into them young. A lot of us we don't get that.
And not only that, but a lot of them get married off at like 13 and 15 years old in different countries. So they're taught by their men to treat their men that way. We get married usually later. I was married young. I've been married for 15 years. I've been married for 15 years.
You married right now?
I've been married for 15 years. I've been with the same dude from 15 to 33.
You married right now?
We are still married.
Well, shout out to you.
Why you ain't got your ring on?
We're separated right now. And let me tell you why.
I just asked was you married.
I am married. I am legally married.
Ain't no such thing as separated. You married or you not.
I am married.
Yeah, y'all taking out the ring. Once y'all separate, that shit is damaged already.
Right,
what
it is. No, listen. So it is. I'm gonna file for a divorce. It is. However, I would never say this. My husband was dope. Like as a husband and a father, dope. Right. However, he couldn't do the basic shit, and it was a lot of stress. Like I'm gonna keep it a G with you. I'm gonna make sure my family's straight regardless, which means me, our kids, and my husband. Whatever the fuck I gotta do, I'm gonna make sure we straight. I will go work 18 hours a day, 2 jobs, do all of this, and this nigga quit like that. I'm like, bro, like we got this and this coming up. Like you gotta help me a little bit, right? Every time I'm like, I got you. If you don't like that job, I got you. Like, find something else. I'm gonna look out, I'm gonna make sure we straight. Then again, quit like that. Not to mention that I have been cheated on. Not to mention that when I was a solid female and made sure that nigga was straight always. And I would never talk down on him because we like this still. We still close as fuck. But as a wife and as a person who gave everything to that marriage, I got tired of that shit. I can't deal with that.
All right, let me get pushback on all because you said a lot and everybody kind of pinged. So let me start with y'all have to go fend for yourself. No, you don't. That's a choice. Nobody's forcing y'all to get out here and fend for yourself on your own. There are plenty willing and able single men out here looking. And I'm not talking about niggas on the block. I'm talking about middle class, educated type of men. But a lot of the men who are in those spaces, y'all aren't attracted to. The same men that you saying, oh, he's this, he's that, he's not doing the basic shit. Those are the guys y'all are attracted to. So the guys that's willing to do the type of shit y'all talking about, they may not have a certain aesthetic or come from a certain background. And our women overlook them. Like, oh no, you're not this. They like boxed into this. Where other races, they open to A to Z. Our women is kind of like, you fit this mold and that's it. Like, I'm not fucking with nothing else. 2, there's no such thing as separated in a marriage. We married or we not.
There's a legal separation. We can do that.
No, but I'm saying if you're separated, y'all not married. Like, it's over. It ain't no separated. And at what point did he start showing that he couldn't do the bare minimum? Because you say you were married for 15 years.
15 years.
So before y'all got married, he had to been doing something for you to say, I do.
Yeah, we were young. The difference is women grow more than men.
But what's young?
I've been with him since I was 15. I'm 37.
When did y'all get married?
At 22.
Okay, so y'all weren't young, y'all were adults.
Yeah, we were 22.
Right, so at 22,
we got married.
He was good enough to marry.
Yeah, he was cool. He was okay.
He was okay?
Yeah.
So you married somebody that was okay?
Yeah, he was okay. We were young, we were building. At 22, you don't got everything figured out. So we still building together. That was the goal. The goal was to do better. I'm pushing you. Hey, you want to go to school? I can help you with your homework. I got a master's in psychology. I can help you with your homework. So do whatever you need to do, and I got you. I got your back. But after so long, like all these years, after you keep telling somebody like, hey, like you go do this or you go do that, like whatever you figure, like I'm like the type, whatever you think you want to do in the world, I'm support that.
How many men in your family met this guy before you married him? And like
everybody.
Like your dad, your uncles?
Not my uncles, my dad in jail. All my uncles, all my cousins, everybody. Like my whole, when I said I was done, my uncle called me, my mama brother, like, hey, you need to go back home with your husband. Like, we not going for that. I'm like, you go home with him.
But see,
I mean, before she married him though, because
my whole family knew him.
Okay, what type of men we talking about? Like businessmen or your uncles in the street?
No, my uncles are all business.
They all business. Okay, so your uncles, they kind of read him, was like, nah, he's a good guy. He's the type of guy you should marry.
Yes.
She didn't say he wasn't a good guy.
She said he was okay.
She said, which at that moment in their life, I get what she was saying. At the moment in time, it's like we were growing, so everything wasn't perfect, but the potential was there. The problem is, as I'm trying to progress us, you content with letting me progress and you not doing nothing and let everything fall on me. That's the problem. She trying to grow and grow us together, and he's content with.
When y'all say grow, is it because he wasn't financially where he needed?
I didn't even give a fuck about the money like that. But my number one rule in our house was, as long as our bills paid and our kids are fed, I don't give a fuck about none of that.
So when y'all say grow, what do y'all mean?
I mean just every aspect of life
like
together, what? Like our relationship, our money. Everything, like, of course, as a unit, I'm a woman. I want to go do shit. So if I'm telling you, right, like, let's go out. This is simple. Let's go to a bar tonight. Let's go chill, just you and I. We can't do that because I done worked all of this time and did all of this shit and paid for everything in the house and we ain't got no extra money. That right there started becoming a little overwhelming. Like, damn, like I done stay here all, like 6 days a week, 18 hours. I'm tired. I just want to go chill with you. I just want to hang out. You can't pick up that?
So the ultimate case was financially.
No.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounded to me.
It wasn't only financial. It wasn't only the financial. It was. I've been cheated on.
No, she said
everything.
No, I know. But you said
every time he would get a job, he would quit it.
Okay, I understand that.
It was not about.
How long did that go on?
For fucking years. That nigga had good jobs. Like he would get good jobs, and it was like he played basketball. Like
so when
his whole
when he
life.
was working, some of that time should have balanced out, right? Of the being too much. I ain't saying I agree just quitting and all that.
Hell no, that shit didn't balance out.
So when he was working,
He got me to a point to where I was too scared to take a break from anything because I was like, if I do this, and I had my last son. I'm like, I have a talk. I'm like, I just want to spend 1 year with my baby because this the only kid I was able to spend a year with. You know, like I want to breastfeed. I want to spend that 1 year with him. I want to spend some time with my kid. I never been able to really spend time with my kids when they was born.
You want to be a stay-at-home mom?
No,
for a year.
Not at all.
No, for a year.
For a year.
Okay, look, this is the issue. Women get with men, and women have aspirations for the man, and they believe I can help him boss up.
That's
and
true.
this is what I always tell women: you can't boss up a man. A man has to boss up himself. He has to have his own drive. So what a lot of y'all do is y'all will see the man with no drive, but because he fits other check boxes that you like about him, you say, "I'll give him the drive." 10 years go by, he never has that drive, and y'all are like, "Man, he won't level up. He already showed you that from day one."
Yeah.
You knew that. This is why Messiah actually made this point last show. If you get with somebody and they were to stay as they are, as you met them, could you stay with this person? Is this somebody that you really want to be with? Because realistically, 90% of men, they aren't going to level up super financially. They're going to be stuck where they at. If he work at the post office, he might get a dollar raise every couple years or something like that. But for the most part, that's where he's stuck for the next 40 years, 50 years. These guys aren't magically becoming millionaires. Right. It's a small percentage of men who will. And those small percentage have their pick at any woman out here. So when you get with these guys working average 9 to 5, look at that lifestyle. 9 times out of 10, that is the end all be all. Most Americans, they stuck with what they stuck with. She got a job to pay half the bills because the economy's high. He got a job to pay half the bills because the economy's high. And every now and then they might get to take a family vacation. But all that stay-at-home mom shit, that shit ain't happening. Them days is long gone.
I do want to say one thing though. I do believe there is a lot of power in women, and I think mostly all great men had a strong, good woman behind them. You feel me? So I think it just depends too on how that woman knows the man that she's dealing with, knows what things to say to tweak his mind, knows what things to say. So ultimately, he might have a drive, and I believe also that women sometimes can get men in opportunities that a man can't get. A woman might got connections with certain things sometimes. Now, depending on what he does with that opportunity, would determine that, and you got to see it for what it is. So the right woman, I feel, can push a man to great heights, and she can also bring him down to the motherfucking depths of hell. So it just
agreed.
It just
agreed, but
that depends on
it. I think it's just a misconception with women. They have these like, damn, he's not progressing the way I want him to progress, and it starts to become an issue.
Context.
Now, as far as a man just quitting job after job after job, okay, that's a problem.
Okay, so
I agree with that.
That's what the girl said.
But it wasn't. It's never the amount. Because if you work that target and stay consistent, I'm fine with that. Because like I said, I'll make sure I pick up the rest. I'm okay with making more than a man. Don't matter to me. I love you for you, not for the money. But if you can't just be consistent at working to make $1, that's where the issue came.
I don't believe you're comfortable with making more than a man because
if he's at
Target, you just said every now and then I might want to go. Just me and you. Let's go out. He can't foot the bill.
But I'm not that type of woman. My shit cheap. Let's go to McDonald's and eat. I go to Louisburg. You want to go out?
You ain't trying to go to no motherfucking Louisburg at 35.
Hey, what did you want to do for your birthday? I want Louis. I don't do the big steak houses. That's not me. I wasn't raised like that. Okay. So I keep in my budget.
All right, so let me ask you this. If right now he got a basic ass job.
He got a cool job now. He way better, but he
got a basic ass job, but this is it. For the rest of y'all relationship, the remainder, you're gonna be the breadwinner, and all of those extra date nights, you're gonna be footing most of the bill.
I don't care about that.
I'm about to her.
He can
because I really know her.
He can contribute.
No, I'm
She's
saying
telling you.
he can't contribute shit. You're gonna be picking up the slack as if
No, but
a
if he's
man
working,
would.
he can contribute some. He can pay a couple bills.
No, he's paying the bills, but
Right,
there's
so
nothing
that's
left
it.
over for you.
Then I got that. I'm fine with that. I got that.
It sounds like that's what you had, and you like, fuck it, I can't take this no
No,
more.
that when I say
She's speaking
quit,
on the ups and downs. Like
when I say
You get what I'm saying, Masai? Like she had that, and it's after a
Nah,
while,
but
she got tired of that
quit.
shit.
No,
He
she
didn't-
did not.
it
it's to a
work.
point like he created a pattern
Yes.
to where it's like, damn, when it's going good, and now
Always.
you doing it.
You just put it this way. To me,
And
this
he
is what
was
I
lying
heard.
about it. The
This is
nigga
what
got
I
to go
hear.
to work.
He
and
got
wasn't working.
comfortable with knowing that she's going to take up the
And he
slack.
says
So
it's
it's like,
good.
I'm not
He
going
said
to go
to-
as hard. And in whatever you do, like you said, if you work at the post office, cool. But just be the best at what you do and put forth effort. Don't know that I'm going to be here regardless. So you just be like, well, I ain't going to do that no more. I don't wanna do
But
that no
sometimes
more.
y'all gotta be part of the blame also.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
am.
one sided.
I am.
If you sit here
Right.
telling a man like, yeah, it's good, quit and do this and do that,
Right.
in his mind, he like, yeah, my wife ain't tripping. Like, if I don't like this job, I'm gonna try to get another one. Like,
I mean, that's what it was.
Okay,
I knew
this is
that.
how I see it. A man at 22 is not ready to be a husband at all. A man at 22 don't have his life figured out. Men always tell men, you need to go experience life. You need to go find yourself.
I said
You need
it
to
to
go
my
find your
sons.
path. You need to you got to run through a lot of women to understand women. Men, I recommend not getting married till after 30 because a man usually does not even get into his career until late 20s, and he don't start to stride and hit his peak until like his mid 30s. So at 22, there's no way a man can take care of a full family. Y'all gonna be struggling for a while. And if he don't have the type of drive that men in these top percentiles have, that could cripple a man forever.
Mhm.
And we see it time and time again.
I think a lot of people, especially, and I'm just saying, I'm black, so I'm gonna speak from a black perspective. When you start having kids, the pressure from everybody is to what? Get married. You
Yeah,
guys are having
absolutely.
these kids, so you guys need to get married. So a lot of people are pushed into that whole family life prematurely. Even if you had a kid, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with getting married, but a lot of people, and I know from talking to somebody, you start having these kids and everybody like, okay, you guys need to get married. That's the immediate next step. So a lot of people are probably getting prematurely, married, like you said, in that age demographic because they've had kids.
See, I got something on that, but I just want to stick on this topic. Let me end it on this topic as far as the Brazilian chick. It could
You
sound
said German at first.
German, excuse me. I just came from Brazil a while ago. I'm thinking about going back. I'm thinking about the Brazilian bitches.
That trip did look like
Copacabana Beach. Oh my God. But as far as what she said, it could sound harsh, it could sound racist or whatever the case, but she didn't tell no lies. If we line up black women with every other woman, like bro said, every other woman is taught to be of service, and that's how
But
you get
what
value.
women are talking?
Hold on. That's how you get value in return. See, this is what majority of people don't understand. If you cannot be used, you are useless. Just think about your job. Whoever has the most hats and can do the most things for that company are the most valuable employees. If I can do 10 things for this company and you can do one, I'm more valuable than you. If they lose me, they lose someone who can do 10 different things. That's hard to replace. You can do this one thing. Type and print the paper. That's it. Like, you're not that valuable. I can get anybody off the street to do that. The same thing goes in life. Anybody who can offer something, they are valuable. So our women come wanting to, what can you offer me? What can you, it's never, okay, I'll come with this, I come with this, I come with this. Now, that automatically weeds out the niggas that ain't shit because they don't have nothing to offer in return. So naturally, you're going to start to attract men of value because they're running through these bimbos that don't offer shit. All right, pussy head, okay, next. Ass titties, next. Oh shit, you cook, you clean. Damn, let's talk. Oh shit, you feminine. Oh shit, you work out. Now you start to attract the value in your life. That's the problem with our women. They don't want to be of use. They want to use. And then after I figure out I can use you, maybe I'll cook for you. No, listen, they'll get on social media, tell women, hey, don't cook for somebody that don't put a ring on your finger. Those are wifey duties.
Okay.
Bitch, you're never gonna make it to the wife if you don't.
I get what you're saying.
You know
but
what
the
I'm
way
saying?
that you're blanket, no, you ain't being fair, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you got a person like, believe it or not, Believe it or not, I do all those things besides work out like that. That's the only thing. But I go to work, I cook, I clean, I do all these things. But that's not something that I necessarily showcase because I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. So you ain't gonna catch me just, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Right.
Okay, that's what I do. But you do meet a lot of people. The men come to you like the first thing you doing, like I just start talking to you, what you could. Oh, you gotta play for me. Like, of course, I don't mind giving you no food, but at the end of the day, like, we ain't went on no dates. We're talking. Everything is something you want me to do for you. What are you bringing to the table? So it puts you into that space of like, nah, like, you know what I mean? Like, give me a chance to be of service to you. Don't just come asking. You know what I mean? And you're not giving nothing in return.
At what age are we talking though?
Now.
Yeah.
No, like what? At what age?
I'm 39.
Okay, see, at 39, a man is usually on his purpose, and he's keyed in on what he wants for a wife. I'm talking about a man that's dating with intention, not these niggas that's just trying to get some pussy. So that's why it could seem more like an interview, because he like, man, listen, I got everything together. I ain't got time for the bullshit. Okay, I got this, and this. Usually a man, you can see what he has to offer. Okay, he got a nice car. Oh shit. Where does he work? Oh, he got a career, and I can prove he has that career. Oh, he got his own place. Oh shit, he got investments here. So everything you can see, like we can't hide what we have to offer. Women, they can just hide shit. So that's why we got to kind of pull it out of you. Like, all right, do you cook? Do you
no,
clean?
I'm not saying that.
But even
It's a little different to screen y'all.
Even on top of that, the way I feel like the media, social media, all this shit is fucked up. Cause like when we was younger, a lot of this shit you didn't care about. Naturally, if you start talking to a woman or doing whatever you're doing, it's no different. Like if I'm with you, yeah, you hungry, you want something to eat. I'm not thinking, oh, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that.
Right.
Like if we out, I'll get something to eat. You want something or not? You good? It's not about that. So if you cooking a meal already, like damn, we talking and you're trying to get to know me. If you got interest in me, how so hard of it to make an extra plate?
No,
nigga, you ain't took me out to eat. You ain't did this. You ain't did that. You want to play with me? But this one, let me finish saying what I'm saying though. What I mean is, if you dealing with somebody and you interested in them, you're going to share shit anyway. I'm sharing my time with you. I'm sharing my mind with you. I'm sharing anything that I'm investing in you. We're working to get to a point anyway. So why do it have to be like a point where we got to fight where you need to be doing this? The expectations be out of this world nowadays. That's all it be.
I feel like they are, but I don't feel like that applies. I get what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying. But it goes both ways because the men act the same way, and whether you guys believe it or not. So the men that you guys talk about, y'all need to lie and bring them on the show so we can start meeting. Because
we just had the homie on here that was married.
We just had one on the show. You got one sitting here. You know what I'm saying? You got two sitting here. But I'm gonna say this though, because when we speak on the generalities with the races and the comparisons. Mind you, this is not a blanket statement for 100%. We're speaking on the majority. So it's white bitches that ain't shit. It's Mexican bitches that ain't shit. It's Asian bitches that ain't shit. But the majority, when you start to compare and you line them up and then you line up black women start to fade to black. Like if we just put fitness on the list, that's probably like 80% of black women gone. Don't work out. How do I know I'm in the gym 6 days a week? It ain't no black women in there.
Yeah, not one. It's like 1%. If you go in the gym, probably one black woman in that motherfucker. If you see that, that's probably once out the week. But even on top of that, as black men, we gotta be harder on y'all because y'all represent us. So y'all think like, oh, y'all act like this way with other races and shit. Like, no, y'all be fucking out of control. Even though y'all be the best women out here, but then gotta be at the bottom of the motherfucking totem pole because of certain actions and certain things that be displayed. I just seen a bitch twerking at the fucking game on somebody granny back. I'm like, come on, girl. Like this shit getting out of control. Like, yeah.
That's diabolical.
It's a place of time. Yeah, it's cool. We like to see y'all twerk, but not so much, girl. Like it's every day. So, but I forgot what you was just going back to about at what age is it not an excuse no more about how people was raised?
Right.
Because you get to a point where your mind is developed to know the way I was raised wasn't right. How can I start learning from this other shit? How can I retweak my mind? Because y'all don't make no excuses for no man that was raised fucked up. It's like, no, nigga, you need to be this way, you need to be that. There is no excuse. But then y'all want us to validate and give y'all excuses about why y'all can't change or why you gotta be this way for the rest of your life because they was raised with certain morals and principles. You know better now.
Right.
So now you should be working on yourself and really putting in growth to get different results. We can say what we want, but the black community and nuclear families is fucked up because and I was gonna bring that up. I feel like it's just battle of the egos when it comes to our community, and I feel like a lot of that hinders us as black people. Everybody got egos that they shouldn't fucking have.
I just, from a place of my personal experience, I just feel like maybe we just need the men and women start choosing better. Just choose better. When you meet somebody, I feel like what happens is we
like that.
Offer
It's hard to choose.
I'm speaking for myself.
Yeah.
We go in, like if I know I'm a giving person, if I know I cook dinner or whatever, sometimes we don't make people earn certain rights to us. Mm-hmm. So if I just met you, I probably shouldn't just start doing everything that I would do, not knowing what type of person you really are. You get what I'm trying to say? Like
this what I said. I said, come being you.
Man, I'm telling you.
With with no expectations. That's the problem. People come in situations with expectations, and when they don't get met, they get let down. That's the greatest way to kill your joys, to put expectations on anything. You don't know this person, but I know me, and I'm gonna be me 100%. I'm not gonna lower myself or dim my light because this bitch might not be ain't shit. No, I'm gonna be the man that I am, and bitch, if you ain't shit, you missed out. On to the next. I'm not gonna keep pull my greatness back for her. Like, let me see if she cool. Okay, let me show you how great I am. Now, no, I'm coming great. I'm coming a stand-up man, 10 toes down. Bitch, if you ain't shit, next. It's 8.9 billion people in the world, and women outnumber men, so it's not hard to replace you. But women, they want to like, I'm a kick back and see what you done already fucked up. You blew it already. Because I already was ready to go all in, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, I gotta earn this, earn that, like, what the fuck? Just come as you are. Be you. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. I'm like that, honestly.
I get what you're saying, but it's easier to say those things because it's like you saying it like black and white. But when you really out here living it in certain situations, it's a little more intricate.
I say the same thing. It might be easier for us, but as women, I think a lot of people, I say this shit all the time, you're going to meet the representative first. They're going to be the person that's trying to get you to like them in the beginning. Then when they get comfortable, now you're starting to see a lot of the traits that you don't like in a person. Now, before you was blinded to it, but now it's outweighing when different things come up, when the fights start to happen. And like you were saying, bills ain't coming up, fluctuating right. Now you're starting to dislike this motherfucker. So I just think a lot of shit, you got to grow with each other. I say the same shit every time, or you're going to grow apart. If y'all not working on certain shit, y'all need to be really doing internal work. That's where a lot of shit come from. Everything be physical. It's money, fucking, and whatever else you could do for me. But deeper than that, below the surface, you really probably just be a bullshit person in general. So I don't see relationships lasting if you're not doing internal work.
Hey, Michelle, you said it's hard to pick right. What you mean by that?
Because the ideal person is really not himself when you first meet him. That nigga gonna be everything you thought he was for the first 6 months.
The representative, like you just said.
Yeah, and then after that, little shit start coming out. You're like, what the fuck? This done came up. Like, damn.
Could it be the type of man that you picking? Because what women do, they get a type and then they won't veer from that type. Like, they'll literally say, man, you a nice guy, you great, you got your shit together, but you're not my type. No. And then go right back to the same minute you talking about that, after 6 months, shit start popping up. Like, do you ever go outside of your comfort zone? Like, all right, he's not
definitely. My husband wasn't my type. I when I was younger, I wanted the hood nigga. I ain't want my husband. But I mean, I feel like I made a good decision with our kids and stuff because he a dope daddy. He was a cool husband, but that just wasn't my type. So after him, it's been okay. Like, I've been dating for a little bit. It's all right.
You don't sound too satisfied with the options out here. This how I feel. If you pick, you must submit. If you pick, you must submit. Marriage is a lifetime thing. It ain't after 10 years, you know what, I just had an epiphany, it's over. No, you in this for life. this is who you pick. He was good enough to say I do, so he should be good enough to ride it to the end with. It's gonna be ups and downs.
So if he doesn't rise to
exactly, you had expectations.
no,
he only did the little bit I asked him after I left. So now I'm everything you needed, but it's like, you know how long it takes for a woman to fall out of love with me? Like, we don't just get up and leave. That shit wasn't just today you didn't do this and I'm out. Hell no, that was like 5 years in the working where I was talking, and I'm very like, I was very quiet. You know, like I was like, I didn't really, we didn't argue. Like, we barely never argue. Our kids never seen us argue. Like, we was real cool. We did mostly everything together. I was very chill. But it would be like, yo, like, when I had the baby, this nigga got up and went to work, right? I'm thinking he going to work. And I'm like, it's like Christmas time. Mind you, this is the only time I've probably ever taken off of work or wasn't in school or something. It's like Christmas time. I'm like, yo, like, you know, we got all the money for Christmas for the boys. He like, oh, you know, something happened. And I'm thinking, like, nigga, you go to work every day. You get up every morning going to work. He quit.
So you telling me he pulled a baby boy? He told you he was going to work, but he really was at Do Dirty House playing Madden.
That nigga quit.
That nigga pulled a baby boy.
And then he was like, I just couldn't
That's
tell
crazy.
you. But it was like, I don't know, and I don't want to make excuses for him, but it could have been something mental, you know, shit. He lost a lot there, you know, like, it was a lot going on in his life. It could have been that. But I mean, when I stuck with him through all the bullshit.
This how I see it. It sounds like y'all was young. It probably was a lot of red flags there, but due to being young and falling in love,
we don't see that.
You ignored the red flags. That's what women do a lot. If they really like a guy,
but
all the red flags will be there.
They say you don't gotta lie to a person. If you like them,
we were young. We liked each other, and we dealt with each other over years. Of course, it's gonna feel like it's the best thing in the world. It's the only person you've been with from here to there, but people don't see that other side. Like, yeah, like I keep saying, the shit wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't bad. It ain't work. Like, I don't hate him. He can come to my house anytime he wants to get our kids. We got a good relationship. I can call him, ask him to do this or do that. Like,
so it's finances then. That's all it sounds like to me.
It was
lack of drive.
Let me tell you, it was a lack of drive for me.
If he had the money, it wouldn't matter.
So if he had the money and no drive, would it really matter about his drive?
There was another issue. I said that he cheated. I can
what's cheating?
Fucking a bitch cheating.
Okay, all men gonna do that at some point.
Okay,
so at what point
see, I'm a different type of person, right? I can deal with it. I learned. I made my mind, learned how to try to deal with it, but I can never forget that. So when you did that, right? Then you doing this other shit. It's like, well, why do I gotta keep accepting all the bullshit? I don't do none of that to you. I make sure you cool. So when is it that you make sure I'm straight? When I tell you, I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. I'm the easiest fucking female to deal with. That's across the board. My expectations is, hey, what you can contribute to the house, whatever else, shit, we gonna make that work. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. We ain't gotta really go out like that. Like, I love the beach. That's free. Like, let's get up and go to the beach. That's free. We don't need to go spend I don't spend good money on food.
How long y'all dated before y'all got married?
Like 7 years.
Okay, so all of this is self-inflicted then at this point, I can't even blame him. Because after 7 years, you still chose this.
Right, and I don't blame him. It was both of us. I dealt with some shit, and I pacified him a lot. Because I'm like, shit, I got you. You know, you fucked up, I got you. I'm gonna make sure you straight.
So since this separation, has the dating market been better than what you left?
I found something that was decent.
No, not decent. Is this something that is better than what you left?
Yeah.
I got one other question, because you said he's doing better now.
Mm-hmm. But it was just more so to try to. He want us to work.
So he's actually doing better now that y'all separated.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you could have been hindering him?
Yeah, because I always picked up the slack. So now he gotta, like, I had to force him to get out there and do everything on his own. He wasn't used to that. Shit, I can do you need a job application, I got you. You know, you need to do this, I got you. I can do that. So he didn't really have to do a lot. So yeah, that had a lot to do with me. I know that. But now
Are y'all kids grown?
We got one that's grown, yeah.
How was the other one?
We got a 19-year-old, a 15-year-old, 13 in the 7th.
Was he a good father?
Hell yeah, excellent. Yeah.
So none of that counts for nothing?
Amazing that. He still is. Like I'm telling you, like our relationship is cool.
So the new guy that's decent, he knows about
cool.
the separation.
Yeah.
And he's waiting for you to be going all the way through with it to marry you, or y'all just gonna be chilling type shit?
I feel like for me, honestly, like I'm okay with chilling right now. I've been married for a long time. So after that, I prefer to I don't want to jump back into a marriage.
You don't see that as a step down though? Like a wife is the end all be all. That's like
that's what people want to think. No, it ain't. Cause you got wives out here that's getting their ass beat, that's doing all of this just to say they're a wife. Fuck that. Fuck that title.
But why y'all always gotta jump to the lowest common denominator, like the worst possible situation?
It's not the worst.
That's literally the rarest. Like if you take 10 wives, maybe one is in that situation that you talking about.
If you take 10 wives right now in today's society, probably 7 of those relationships is trash.
Where are you getting these numbers from? Because if we look at the marriage rates, they don't really reflect that.
50% of people divorce. What do you mean?
If
in
all that
our communities.
No, but if
marriage rates is different in other communities.
No, we go Google that.
If all that,
that's in all communities.
Okay, if knowing all that information, why do women want to be married so bad?
I'm not that type of woman. That wasn't the biggest thing for me. I was cool with not that paper. We were straight either way.
He wanted the paper?
He wanted to get married.
Okay,
I was cool about that.
Okay, that's funny that you know the divorce rates. Do you know who's filing the majority of those?
Women.
Right. So if we say, okay, marriage ain't working and men aren't filing the divorces and women are, wouldn't we say that women are actually the problem and not the men? Because even in her situation, he wants to make it work. She's like, fuck that. I'd rather split up the family, go hit the streets and just chill rather than make this work. So to me, it sounds like the women is like, fuck that.
No, men are comfortable. Men go do whatever the fuck they want to do in their life, and they still go back home to their wife because that's their comfort zone.
What you mean by do whatever they want to do though?
Man, niggas is out here. A lot of niggas out here is married and they got a girlfriend. That's just facts.
Well, of course,
most men come out here and want to talk to you like, oh, first thing they gonna say is I'm married. Like on some real shit. That's just how it is right now. Most niggas that's out here that's trying to date and get into a relationship, these niggas are married. They go home to a wife.
I say behind every good marriage is a good side chick. She keeps your husband on point.
You in a losing battle with him. The bottom line is, even in you, because you made a comment, so you rather split up the family and this, that, and that. I just feel like after years of trying and being disappointed, it's far greater than that. Like I can't look a person in the eye that's done nothing but majority of the time disappoint me. You feel different about the person.
Yeah.
So even though he's doing better now because of the loss of their relationship, it shouldn't have to take for you to lose me to recognize I was all this to you. And now after years of you disappointing me, I don't look at you the same no more.
But look what she said. Good person. She don't hate him. She still has feelings for him. Good dad. Always been there for his kids. He's just not the best financially. So all of that don't count for nothing.
That financial
because that's the only distinguishing factor. He's a good husband. He was there for her.
What should a husband be? Like, let me just ask you, what should a husband be? Because this is the rule to society. What is a husband?
I mean, the bare minimum, I'm going to say a provider and a protector.
So if you don't do the bare minimum, then what? What do you expect from a woman?
You don't say I do to somebody that's not doing the bare minimum.
She did.
We were young. So we were in our stepping stages. Like we worked.
Yeah, 22 is not young. Like Messiah said, at some point, we got to stop making
22 is young, especially men. That's like a boy. I got a 19-year-old son. So a 22-year-old boy, that is like a 15-year-old boy.
I think a lot of problems too out here is everybody has these standards or these rules about how relationships should go. it should be an agreement between you and your spouse, and y'all have your own set of
I believe that
curriculum or instructions about each other, about how y'all gonna move and how y'all work together. Because what worked for me and her might not work for y'all too. You know what I mean? And a lot of things, people let everybody in their relationships. Y'all getting advice from 100 different people.
I don't.
Now you're not even thinking for yourself no more. You thinking through somebody else's fucking lens and fucking up your own shit and giving advice on somebody that don't even know your spouse or telling you what they would do. And a lot of these women don't really be y'all friends.
No,
they see y'all in a fucking relationship and be damn near wanting to break y'all shit up anyway. I've seen so many multiple cases of women where the friend had told her to break up and then she done went and got the nigga next. Like, locked him in. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
look, I'm trying to be less aggressive with my approach, but I'm just gonna speak the real. Bottom line is, you have to be better than your woman in every single way, or she's leaving you. That's just the bottom line, bro. This is how women is programmed. Like, I've been being cool with the back and forth banner, but the bottom line is your woman does not want to make more money than you. She does not want to have to pick up the slack. She does not want to have to protect and provide and lead the family. She needs you to do that. They're going to sit here, they're going to say, oh yeah, I don't mind making more money than my... No, they mind, bro. They mind. If they have to go in their purse more than you got to go in your wallet, it's a fucking problem. I don't give a fuck what they... Listen, they'll do it for a little while, but after a while, it's going to be a problem. And that's the difference between men and women. Women cannot escape their emotions. A man, he will put logic over his emotions. So if this is best for the family, but he's going to be upset about it, guess what? He's going to do what's best for the family. A woman to say, fuck the family, my emotions is this, and this is what she's doing. Even if it tears the house down, leaves her kids in turmoil, now they going back and forth between houses.
That's what it looked like.
No, this is what happens. And this is a fact, because I guarantee you, if the roles was to reverse and he was making more money and he had to pick up slack for them date nights, he would do that for the rest of his marriage, complaint free. He wouldn't even look for you to go in your purse. But the fact that it's flipped, and now I got to go in my purse more than you got to go in your wallet. I ain't feeling this shit. You letting me down. Fuck you being a good husband. Fuck you being a good dad. Don't none of that shit matter, because you ain't getting the bag. And this is why when we say this on this show, y'all say, no, I hate women. Man, fuck that. Call me the villain, bro. You got to be better, bigger, stronger, smarter, and make more money than your woman. They're hypergamous. They want equal or above. The second your woman does this, it's over, bro. It's a wrap. She gonna go leave her marriage for a nigga that's all right. You married. You got a family. This is it. Let's knock this out. We got our kids. We got 4 motherfucking kids.
I didn't have a nigga.
You finna leave that shit for a nigga that's just...
I'm gonna leave for my sanity and my happiness. So
your happiness is more important than the family.
No, it don't matter.
My kids gonna be straight regardless.
I tell y'all this every fucking time. Women are loyal to their feelings. So at the end of the day, if she's the moment, they don't wait to change. Like, if she's not feeling a certain way or whatever the case may be, she might give you a time for that. But if you're not keeping her in a certain feeling, if you don't know how to push certain emotions on your woman, then she's going to leave you. What I mean is, if she's mad, you have to be the opposite. You have to be calm. Even when she's happy, you don't have to be all happy, giggly with her. You have to have the opposite emotion to balance out her emotions. And you have to know when to trigger those emotions when they be needed. So you have to learn your woman, I believe, in those senses, in my opinion. I don't know everybody else, but a lot of things come from that. If you weren't about trying to just work, hoping this woman love you forever, then you lost already.
Okay.
You know?
So I'm trying to process everything that you guys be saying, because when you say it the way you say it, it makes perfect sense. But when you live in it, it's a little bit different. So like even her saying she didn't mind taking the slack or paying the money, because and I will attest to that is really how she is. I can attest. She's different from me.
Temporarily.
I'm not saying she's wrong.
Let me finish. I will attest. So everything that she's saying is true. She's different than I am. So I won't act like, yeah, you're right, girl, because I don't feel like that. But what I will say is that even if I am the type of woman that I don't mind doing the extra, I don't mind paying for stuff, or even if you don't, the moments that you don't have it, but don't see that I'm willing to do all this and you be okay with that. To me, when we in a partnership and you really love me or rock with me like that, if you see me going out my way, if I'm working 18 hours, the love that you have for me should make me like, dang, this girl working hard. Let me try to do a little bit more.
Right.
You shouldn't be okay. I just feel like that's the problem. I don't mind doing it, but don't be okay with it with me doing it.
The bottom line is what I'm getting at. She was tired of feeling the way she was feeling. So her feelings overpowered everything. Regardless, the things probably wasn't always equating, but he had different areas that he did produce, but it did not outweigh nothing else of how she felt.
Are you gonna be with somebody that?
This is what I'm saying though. What I mean is, if he would have did a few other things and her feelings would have changed over time a little bit, she would have been cool. But she felt how she felt for ever X amount of time, and she was like, man, this is it. She going back and forth between these feelings. It was the feelings that made her leave. A man can feel however he feel and still stick it through. 9 times out of 10, it don't matter. A nigga could be dealing with a woman for months and don't like her, but he gonna eventually, he knows this will pass. This is just a feeling right now. If he sees the value in that woman, he's still gonna stick it through and figure it out. 9 times out of 10.
That's a fact. You ask most husbands, man, how many years you been married? 5 years? Out of that 5 years, how often you think about leaving your wife?
Every day.
It'll be often, but guess what? His logic is gonna overpower his feelings. Women don't give a fuck. They're slaves to their feelings. I'm not happy right now. You know, happiness is a feeling that you control. You can decide to wake up and feel happy. Nobody else is responsible for that. But women, they say, I'm married. My husband is responsible for my happiness. And when I'm not happy, no, this is what they say. When I'm not happy, it's his fault.
You don't make me happy.
You don't make me happy. What you're doing isn't making me happy.
I don't need you to make me happy. I need you to add to my happiness.
You're not deciding
You made me sad. If you was a person that woke up and you was happy to go to work, you was happy to pay for this and happy to do that, your mindset would not be the same. Regardless if she was working 18 hours. I'm not saying that a woman needs to be doing that, but if she was happy to do that for her man, it would never have been a problem.
I was happy to do that for the family, but he had to contribute. There's a difference.
But he was contributing, just not what you
He wasn't
expected.
contributing in the financial area.
What did he contribute?
You said he worked.
If I came home, I come home and you're like, oh, you gonna cook dinner? I just work 18 hours. Nigga, I'm sleeping. I gotta get back up at 5:30 in the morning.
Okay, listen.
So
when you say contribute, are we speaking just financially, or are we talking like house chores and cleaning?
He didn't clean up neither, but you know when he got better later, when it was time for me to leave, then he started cooking. He didn't cook, barely never. He didn't cook. He didn't clean up. He didn't do that. That was for me to come home and
Did he take the kids to school?
Yeah, he took my kids to school.
Do they do sports?
Well, we did that. I was very active.
Was he active in that?
Yeah, we both were together because I was very active in that.
Do you think he would have still been active if you had to work them 18 hours? Would you think he still would contribute to taking?
Well, I had to pay for it, so.
But this
go back to the financials.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I'm
Same
saying.
thing.
It's all about the money. That's it.
Now, just imagine taking him out of that, and you have to still work them 18 hours, still pay for everything, and still take care of them 4 kids. So to some of his value,
that's what he did.
I know,
very well.
But what I mean, some of his value is still, it's just overlooked. There's a lot of things I think people don't understand. Also, when it comes to relationships, is that a woman will give you so much energy when you fucking up or you doing wrong, but won't give you that same energy if you put in effort. You're not as excited. But you'll get loud. You'll go crazy on the man when you fucking up. I'm not saying that, but give a man the same energy if he is putting in effort, when he is doing right. Get excited about the same shit.
No, hey, bro came with his bars today. I'm kicking back like Messiah, do his thing. But look, because she said something like, oh, you know, when we have kids, people are trying to force us to get married. Like, what are y'all not understanding about stop having kids until you're married?
No.
Like, we doing this shit backwards. No one should force you to do shit. And this is why I say we got to kind of look at this birth control shit, because that is promoting hoism. It's promoting the whole lifestyle. Because the bitch know, well, I can just go pop a plan B.
Yeah.
Or I can just go get an abortion. And then they just fucking recklessly. Go ahead, nut me. Yeah, daddy, this your pussy.
Oh my.
Yeah, we going to the clinic in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I got this plan B. I'm going to pop 3 of these, drink a little Hennessy, a little cup water. That baby out of here. If we eliminate that,
cut water.
oh God, if we eliminate that, and they know it ain't no clinic to go to, it ain't no plan B to pop, it ain't no magic pill finna kill this baby. If you get pregnant, you keeping it, I guarantee you these bitches is finna start thinking about, you know what, where that condom at?
See, I still think it's the mindset. I still think it's a mindset because I just seen some shit where the lady threw her damn baby out the window because she got an executive position at her job.
I seen that.
Dumb bitch threw her baby out the window, thought the baby was gonna stop her from working.
Wow.
Feelings over logic. The feelings of her losing her promotion made her think illogically. This is why I said women should have no positions of power because their decision making is flawed. If their emotion tells them to go left, even though the best logical way of survival is right, they're gonna go left and die. And kill the family with them. This is why men are supposed to be the leaders.
But what
men can't even lead
to
today. Like the caliber
that's the
men
problem.
right
You
now
got a lot of men that aren't
These
leaders
niggas is
anymore.
emotional as a motherfucker.
I like that you said the caliber of men that we see, and that's what bro is saying. A lot of the men you see are a reflection of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're attracting these same guys that have the qualities in you that you think you don't have. Like a lot of women thinking they this type of women, really you just like what you see. It's like a mirror. The world is like a mirror. It gives you back what you put into it.
Not all the time.
Well, not all the men I see, I wouldn't say that. They are very similar too.
So,
In different aspects.
but
So
everybody
you're
be
getting-
so quick to say, everybody be so quick to
Different
say,
aspects of
you
life,
picking
I'm
the
telling
same type of person. Do you do know it's a such thing that people misrepresent who they are when you get to know them? Like he said, the representative. So a lot of times you might think that you are dating a certain caliber of a person and it be smoke and mirrors.
Energy never lies.
Oh,
You can come to me, put on the biggest representative you want.
Mm-hmm.
I can look in your eyes and know you're a whore. Why? Because whores, their eyes, they no longer have a twinkle. If you ever seen a hoe like a certified 304, look in her eyes. Them motherfuckers is dead, like zombie apocalypse eyes. You just looking at her like, damn, bitches, you malnourished or something? Like, I'm telling you, when you leave this podcast, any of your homegirls that's 304s, look in their eyes. It's dead inside.
Let me see.
It's almost like she got no soul. And like the pupil is extra black. Like, hold on, bitch. And then go look at like
So
look at a young woman. A young woman who ain't been through nothing in life yet. She got a twinkle in her eyes. Different. Like you can't hide that energy. You could smile, but the energy is gonna radiate. That's all I'm saying.
What's the next subject? 'Cause we ain't gonna, man. It don't matter. What, man? What's next? Listen.
Messiah, what you got for me, man?
Jesus, what's next?
You know what's crazy? Because I had low key. We already went left. I had wanted to speak about like good benefits of women, but we already took it somewhere else.
No, we talking about it.
Good benefits of women.
Because it did go left. I wanted to stick with what the German chick said, but it got kind of personalized with our own situations. I actually was trying to give black women motivation because now you have another woman saying this. So for years, it was just the men saying it, like Kevin Samuels, oh, you hate women. Oh, the red pill lane, oh, y'all hate women. Now another woman is actually reiterating what men have been saying to try to help y'all and better y'all.
It's probably gay. I don't want to listen to that.
See, now they gotta be gay. That's what I'm saying. These are the niggas that's trying to help y'all though, to get the type of guys that y'all say y'all want, and the response is all them niggas gay.
They do be. They definitely do.
That's wild. I mean, I'm at a
What
point.
you're saying is informative because it's. I mean, like I don't know. Once you start to think on a different level, because it's some things that when we first came on here, it was just like very crazy.
Right.
But as you do start to evolve a little bit, and as I'm getting older, so I am starting to see stuff a little bit different, but I'm still living it. So even though I get what you're saying, and it makes perfect sense when you say it, when you live in it, it's a difference. So you could apply all those things, but I guess it's just the caliber of people that we might be meeting.
And this is also.
I don't think it's always. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say one last thing.
I don't think it's always even just the caliber of people you meet. Do people even be knowing what they want? A lot of people just jump out here and see somebody and look a certain way and be like, I'm gonna start dating this motherfucker.
That's
like
true.
without knowing nothing that they want or no type of qualities they want in the person. You know what I mean?
You cooking a little bit. You are cooking.
No, Messiah on his A game today. That's what I'm like. I'm gonna kick back, man. I can kick back today.
It makes sense. No,
This is all I'm gonna say though.
That's true.
after a certain age, people stuck with what they stuck with. It ain't no changing their mind. Their life experience has damaged them beyond repair. And this is why older men have been saying they go after younger women. You got to catch them before life turns them into a bitter.
They groom them.
You know what I'm saying? It turns into that bitter woman that is just not going to change. It doesn't matter how much self-help you try to give them. Don't matter how many self-help books. Meditation.
If they coachable,
it's over, bro.
If they're coachable and willing to get on your program, I think they still have a chance. But the women that feel like they already got their minds made up, I am what I am, then you're cooked. At that way. But I think any woman, you get on a man, what I speak as, if he got his shit together, whatever the case, he's lined up, you have to understand how you can be an asset for him because he don't need shit. And he can get women like nothing. And y'all, that pussy come a dime a dozen. So if a man that's doing that, he don't care how much money or things you work. And of course, he probably like that, but he needs to be able to be on the go with you. If he's already making the ends and you're not serving a purpose for him in his business or whatever the case it may be, you're not valuable to him. You might be valuable to somebody else. What? Yeah, she think it's a game, but it
no. What about
I'm just looking at you.
I know she like this thing.
Everything be like, I think out.
If y'all, why? But this is what I'm saying. If y'all want a man to lead, how is getting on his program a problem? He has to lead, right?
With that. If it's the right dude,
I'm not going against what y'all saying. For once in my life, I'm trying to get on the program to get in alignment with those things, right? But I just feel like you never gonna be I could fix myself to do all that. I could be coachable, I could do that. If I'm fucking with the wrong person, it's not gonna never be right. Yeah. Period. So that's just what
Is it ever a possibility to look in the mirror and go, I'm the wrong person?
Yeah. I do it all the time.
Do women do that?
Yeah.
I feel one reason I don't really we get on the men on here too, but listen, I'm gonna tell you why. The world is gonna hold them accountable. Yeah. So we don't even gotta get up on this couch and say nothing. If he's not on his job, he gonna be out there in one of them tents that you seen riding up Hollywood Boulevard. The world's gonna hold him accountable. It ain't no programs for him, ain't no women finna feel sorry for him, save him, nothing. The world is gonna hold him accountable. Women, they have a lot of outlets to be saved, which is why they're so out of fucking control. They can burn the world down, go to the next house and start all over again if they ass fat enough. Men can't do that, so that's why I really don't say nothing to men. But let me ask y'all this, because we all black up here. Do y'all feel black people would get ahead if we ditch the savior complex? And what I mean by the savior complex, we're the only race who the kids feel like they have to save the parents. Like growing up, we like, I gotta get rich so I can buy my mama a house. I gotta get rich so I can buy my dad a house.
Yeah. I think so, and I also think that, like, as black parents, we so quick to throw our kids out. Like, you graduated high school, get out and go find a job and do that. I feel like, shit, they young. 18 is not old enough to decide that what you want to do. Let them stay there for a little while. Help them out. Put them in a position so they can do better. Every other race do it. They don't throw their kids out at 18. We fuck up by doing that. Shit, I had a kid young, 18 years old. I got my first apartment. All I did was working with the school. That's it. And took care of kids. Now, if my mama would have been like, you can stay here, and I'm going to help you and I'm going to do this, I probably would have been a doctor. But shit, I had to work and do what I can do and raise my kid at the same time. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like...
You spoke facts for sure. But I don't see it no different. You know what I mean? It's deeper than what we're at. Like, we've been set back just from what our race had to go through. So these other races had years and years and years to build for generations. As far as us, that was working for free and building the economy for nothing. Just imagine all the shit that we didn't build, or we didn't invent, we created, and we was reaping the benefits from that. We wouldn't be set back the way we is. We wouldn't be having to do shit for our fucking parents because it'll already be set in stone. But if I blow up today and got X amount of money, my mom will have a house tomorrow. Yep. It wouldn't change. She done too much. So
I just feel like, when you said the savior complex, but even to piggyback off of what you said, if we don't save each other, who gonna save us?
No, I get what you're saying. I mean, we are one of the only sets of people who look at
we owe people stuff.
The children to save the adults, not the other way around. Why are the adults not being viewed at, okay, we need to go get this house for the kids to set them up so they have it easier than we had it. It's like a lot of our parents, fuck it, I'm gonna go all in sports. Like, we know how many single moms they at every game, they paying for extra practices. Why? Because they are praying he makes it to the NFL to save them when they're not actively trying to save themselves. It's like, if man don't save the family, we're fucked.
Right.
We're the only set of people that think like that. And yeah, we had setbacks, we had all type of shit, but like Messiah said, I mean, when is enough enough? When are you old enough to know, okay, that happened, guess what? We got to get over that. We got to figure this shit out from here. Mm-hmm. We can't wait for this little 7-year-old motherfucker that can run fast to save us 15 years from now.
See, but a lot of that stems from too, because we got a lot of broken families. We got a lot of families that's broken where the mama is the only one taking care of X amount of kids. So she might have had dreams, she might have had aspirations, but the whole time she's probably living paycheck to paycheck. Realistically, she knows she's not going to get no house. But if you got a roof over your head, she putting food on the table, then that's where those things come from. They don't have time to save. So I believe that's where a lot of things is fucked up. But versus if you have, maybe you come from a good family, 2 incomes, or even big families in general, and people as each other crutches. So if I fall off, there's never really no falling off. It's be like, okay, you got a moment, but I'm your crutch here. Get back on your feet, and you right back like nothing ever happened. So I just think we need to build with each other as a fucking unit as black people. Black people need to stop hating on each other. Black people need to build with each other and start understanding this concept so we can get further as a race, as a unit. Like she just said, if we ain't helping each other, who the fuck gonna help us? And we not. We got the mentality, I want to be on first. I want to shine on you. I want to stun on you. I got the new shit. You ain't got it. You know what I mean? And it goes the same way. We degrade our women. They degrade us. So
I guess it's just different for me because my mom never depended on us. She let me be a kid and stuff like that. So I don't have that experience, and I have a very nurturing family. He ain't trying to choke. Eating that dry cookie. Oh, he wanted. It's what is it? Is it protein? No. So I don't know. Like I come from a family. We a very close knit family that help each other. So I don't know what that feel like.
I just mean like
he said like you as a now. If you was rich today, would you feel obligated to go get your mama a house or your parents a house?
I wouldn't feel obligated, but if I had enough money, I would do it. I wouldn't want to.
I don't teach my kids.
No, of course we're gonna all do that. Mm-hmm. I'm saying we're the only people who are waiting for that. I don't see the parents building for the kids.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't wait for that. Like my son played basketball. He did do his shit. But my whole thing with him was, hey, watch what I'm doing. Like, you can do this too. Like, you know, like you can be a doctor, you can be a police, you can be a firefighter. You don't have to wait for sports. I'm like, shit, I don't want nothing from you, but I want to make sure you straight. So when I finally got to put your ass off, like you go transition. Very nice. You got you a place, you got you a car, you can take care of yourself, and you ain't got to come back. So, I mean, I taught him like that, but at the end of the day, social media is teaching them how to do something different.
Or let's say, like, I'm pretty sure we all done dealt with this. I go catch a case. Maybe in the Indian family or something, they like, man, fuck you. You fucked up. We taught you better than that. Moms ain't coming to get you. Pops ain't coming to get you. You finna have to thug it out. We'll put the house up to go get little man out of jail. Knowing goddamn well you finna go back to the block and do it again. But Granny put the house on this little badass, and he out hitting licks with the ankle monitor on. Now Granny house gone. So it's like, if we had a more selfish mindset or more discipline, like, look, man, here go the blueprint. I'm going to lace you as best I can. I'm going to give you the most opportunities that I can. But if you decide to stray that way, you got to deal with the consequences. We're not going to put the family in debt for your little black ass. Because I feel like that also sets us back, where the whole family is trying to rescue a fuck up that's going to still be a fuck up.
I feel what you're saying.
Yeah. No matter how
you said important, we like discipline.
But fuck that, because if for me, no matter how corrupt they even got, or wherever it got to a point, I'm gonna come get you if I can get you. But at the end of the day, you got to put some blame on yourself for Lil Man because you raised Lil Man.
Yeah.
So it don't fucking matter. You
What if you didn't raise him that way?
Man, you didn't instill enough in him. You wasn't on your job hard enough for him to even go straight because your mind should have been the things that you put inside his mind should have been stronger than the environment that took over him, or he shouldn't even have been in that environment. So you should be blaming yourself for even having him around that. If that was the case, the Indians ain't finna be having their ass in them type of environments, even worry about it. So if you is living out the way in some rich city or something, and then this nigga is catching a bus and going to the hood, then that's a different story.
There we go, because that's how my life is. My kids been put in, I left the hood. My kids all went to private school, lived these good lives, played sports, had 2-parent household. Should have been the perfect kids. And 2 of them motherfuckers is bad as hell. One of them in particular, he don't give a damn. And it ain't what we didn't do, because all he seen was a family. My kids ain't never seen nothing outside of that. They got mom, they got dad. They know we show up to all the games. We make sure we take family trips. We do all of these things.
What about social media?
There you go.
Well, you can't control that at this point.
We can't control it.
Yeah.
And that teaches them something very different. It teaches them something. Like I said, the music is teaching them how to go hit a lick and go do this. Like I was a fuck up too when I was younger, but I grew up in that environment. I grew up in the hood. Yeah, I was probably hitting the house or doing this or doing that to try to get what I wanted or sell something real quick to make some money because I want to throw a drink. I did that because that's what I grew up in. My kids ain't grew up in that shit. They've been living in Chino for their whole entire lives.
Okay, mom, do your shit.
But y'all say we can't control social media and stuff, but are they obligated to get them access to social media?
They go to school, they can do whatever they want. We can't watch that.
Yeah, nah, that's true. But I mean the amount of time on it. Like I said, nowadays these kids is getting phones and laptops.
Well, that's why we made the mistake.
Access to internet shit at way younger ages. We weren't even thinking about phones at certain ages.
I agree. You can control the screen time, but what I mean by you can't control getting on, like you said, if I can go to school or I can go to my friend's house and jump on there. What I say is, like you said, instill these morals, these principles, this integrity in them enough to where they can cipher through the bullshit on their own. Like if they go to a party in middle school, they already drinking now. Like my son was on summer break. They wanted to go to a party, and one of the moms was like, "Oh yeah, my son was last year. They drinking. He can't go this year." So I was debating on letting my son go, but I'm like, if I can't put him in a position to where he can choose between right and wrong, what the fuck he gonna do when he get out there in the real world on his own? So I just let him like, fuck it, you can go because I feel I instilled enough knowledge in you to make the smarter decision. Because I think about when we went to parties, all the kids was drinking, all the kids was smoking. I never drunk, I never smoked. I didn't take my first drink till I was grown. So now I gotta, all right, let me give him that same choice. And a lot of us, we remove that choice from our kids.
We try to protect them from everything. And that's where I made the mistake. I sheltered my son a lot. And I thank God that he's not bad or anything. But somebody I was talking to, he was like, you a good mom. You gotta let him experience life because he's not gonna have the skills to know how to react in certain situations if you don't let him do nothing. So like one day he was saying, can he ride somewhere with his friends? And I was like, I don't let him ride in the car with people his age. And he was like, why? I was like, because I don't know how they drive and stuff. He was like, Raven, you've not given him an opportunity to experience anything, so he ain't gonna never know how to deal with certain stuff. Not just use that as an example, but just in general. He ain't gonna know how to deal with nothing or make the best decisions because you ain't giving him an opportunity to be in those, give him a chance. If you fuck up, then you say you can't do that. But let him see.
Yeah, I just think I try to eliminate all excuses because we got a victim mindset with our community, and the only way we're gonna thrive and move forward is to get rid of it and just overcome. So a lot of our communities, man, a lot of the fuck ups, yeah, we didn't teach them that. But a lot of our families kind of condoning it. Like, how many times is Granny going to forgive little man for fucking up and, all right, yeah, you can come back before she like, nah, nigga, you fuck up, stay over there. Figure that shit out. Like, we got to, I don't know, man, we got to tighten the rope. Like, I'm always going to come get my people. Like, I done did it. I'm living proof. You feel me? If I got the means, I'm coming. I'm going to make it happen. But at some point, we as people have to take accountability because why you got Granny putting the house up and you know you ain't done with the streets, nigga. Tell Granny, nah, Granny, don't put the house up. I got my selfie here. I'm gonna thug it out. I'm gonna go to the back. I'm gonna take these fades. I'm gonna ride it out. I'm gonna take this deal or try to beat this case on my own or however I'm gonna do it. I got it out the streets. If I can't depend on the streets to get me out of here, maybe I need to reevaluate why I'm in the streets. Because why the homies ain't coming to get me? I'm out here putting all this fucking work in. Y'all niggas ain't got 5 bands to bail me out. Out of sight, out of mind. I can't get a package, nothing.
I teach them that.
So now you niggas gotta start realizing, well, what the fuck is you even living for? You putting your life on the line for this shit, but then when it's time to come get you, they like, fuck it, out of sight, out of mind. Cuz I knew what he was doing. He signed up for this shit. Only saying, Granny didn't sign up to lose her house for your black ass.
Granny didn't have to put up the house either.
On babies, but nigga, she love your ass, so she gonna do that. That's all I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? The streets don't love you back. That's all I'm saying. Niggas gotta figure this shit out, man. I'm tired of us being at the bottom, bro.
We need a workshop for all these young boys. And because these young females are just fucking. They can't take care of no kids. They having babies. They give them to their mamas. I ain't never seen so many young women, even in their fucking 30s, that's giving their kids away. Like, that shit's crazy to me.
But and that's what I'm getting at, as it's an epidemic of
our
ain't shit bitches right now. I'm seeing it teetering. The men is going like this. Whether we want to like it or not, like, listen, whether we want to like it or not, we can look up the statistics. It's more black men working in the middle class and they never had a family in their life. No, that's a fact. No, that's a fact. Blackdemographics.com. Go to it right now.
No.
Go to it right now. Blackdemographics.com. You can use my laptop.
There's never been more men working.
You can use my laptop.
Black women.
Listen, you can use my laptop. Black men overall make more money than women.
They make more money because men in general get paid more than women.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is,
why do they get paid more than women? We can have the same fucking degree and they still get paid.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Offer them a little bit more.
I'm gonna tell you why. Y'all don't work the jobs that pay more.
That's a goddamn lie.
Y'all aren't at the refineries. Y'all aren't on the rigs. Y'all aren't in the power plants. Y'all aren't roofers. Y'all don't pay the
some
roads.
Of us are.
Y'all don't do anything. The highest paying jobs women do is nursing and maybe if they're a lawyer. But other than that, women like safe clerical jobs where they don't have to get dirty. And guess what? Most of the jobs that pay high are dangerous and you're gonna get dirty. So unless she on OnlyFans, the bitch probably broke. That's just a fact. And most of them bitches is broke too. But as far as I'm just keeping it real. We keeping it real today.
Jesus.
All I'm saying is for the next generation, we gotta set the standard. That's all I'm saying. We got to take the excuses out, man. I cannot stand.
Half of the people that's in our age demographic, they goofy too. So
be the example, be the change you want to see. I can't stand that people are even able to make the videos like the German chick made. And we can't even defend it. Like, damn, she's not lying. She borrowed.
I have to see the
video.
video,
you can
but
defend that if you have to actually live through that. Because like I said, these people are fucking married off at 12. They're taught to be that way.
Yeah, but the woman that was
they all not married.
The woman that was speaking, I think she said she went and met the man, and he basically was so surprised, like, damn, you doing this, you doing that, and she was doing basic shit like offering them food or sharing with them and shit. Yeah, like,
do you want to sandwich?
Yeah, he like, damn, hold on, you serious? Like, she like, you want something to drink? He like, damn, you offering me a drink? Like, Kurt was losing his brain. She like, damn, it's that easy. That's why she said it's so easy to captivate or take over a man. I ain't saying our women don't do that. I'm not saying that.
This isn't a bash black women thing.
I don't think it is. I just think
it's just the real.
What,
I don't think it's not. It's not real.
A lot of women are tired of doing that shit and getting nothing in return.
Nah, man, this is how I see it. I'm talking to women, right? Like I ask women to get on the show or whatever, they actually get on the show. These are black women. Literally, like, I don't date black men. I ain't dating no black man. And then I'm like, well, what examples like are you using? Oh yeah, you see how the niggas be in the club? Like what the fuck? Like that's the example of black men is niggas in the club, and that's the mindset. So you're gonna wipe out an option of all black men because you meeting niggas in the club that's trying to fuck and saying that niggas ain't shit. No, the niggas you're chasing ain't shit.
I want to give credit where it's due though, because sometimes I speak. But I'm not always speaking in my experience because I've dealt with black women that went above and beyond for me. So shout out to the black women that do for the niggas. Nah, I ain't. But I'm saying but I'm going off of what I see from majority of around us. You know what I mean? Different men bring different type of things out of women, but a lot of women are in in the wrong space when it comes to our culture.
I'm gonna tell you one thing y'all can start doing to uplift yourselves. Up your fucking fitness. Get in that motherfucking gym. Put that bottle down. Put the fast food down. Put the snacks down. The gym is not just for your physical fitness, it's also for your mental. So a lot of the issues y'all dealing with, a lot of that stress that y'all keep compacted in and then you blowing up on your man with, a lot of that you can release in the gym. I'm telling you, the gym is more than just physical. It's mental too. Half the reason I'm in the gym is for my sanity. So I don't kill one of you motherfuckers out here. Because it's hard. It's harder to not kill people than it is not to. Today. People that make you want to kill their ass. So you go release that somewhere. Go practice a martial art. Go play a sport. Go hiking. Go do something. Release that energy. You'll be a lot more peaceful when you get back home.
And even they always say men go get in the gym after breakups. Women need to get in the gym after breakups. Don't just go throw the pussy around. You'll get in that gym, you'll get over it too. You're gonna feel better about yourself when you finish.
But yeah, y'all got any final words, man? I don't want to keep running y'all energy down like we stepping on black women. Yeah, I just want to see y'all be great.
I feel like that.
I want to see black women be great.
I think some black women are trash. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm just seeing it. Like, just even hanging out and like, I'd be just looking like, God damn.
Especially the setting that we hang out in.
Before we go, I got questions.
Right.
Because it's the stigma around the motorcycle club. Mm-hmm. And I know both of y'all frequent the motorcycle clubs. You actually like a president or something like that? You a high-ranking member?
She's the president, I'm the vice president.
Okay, yeah. So the stigma is if your girl in the motorcycle club, that ain't your girl. You sharing her with somebody in that club. Is that true?
Mm-mm. No.
Absolutely not.
Where did this rumor come from?
Well, I didn't let us know because I heard the motorcycle club, they throwing parties. They lit, they having fun, you know what I mean? That might be some secret society shit.
I just think it's like, it's based off of the women. Like, what type of woman are you? Like, just to be honest, I get into it with a lot of men, I'm gonna be honest, because of the way I am. I don't like men touching me, right? And listen to what I'm gonna say. I don't like it. If I'm walking through, don't just grab me. Like, you don't know me. Speak to me. Say something. Don't just grab me. Don't touch me. Don't do all that. But what I do see is a lot of women allowing that shit, so they think that's normal. So like in our environment, a lot of women allow niggas to slap their ass, grab their arm, grabbing their hair, and it makes all the men in that environment think it's okay.
They like that kind of stuff these days.
I mean, that's the lifestyle of the
I like to ride a bike. I enjoy that.
What club are y'all part
of? We LOTC. Chose a few the women's side.
Oh, okay. Nah, it's just like when y'all had the big thing in Arizona. I seen a lot of women that don't ride bikes, not in the clubs, but they was chasing the clubs to Arizona.
They in Atlanta right now doing that.
And I know them bitches was out there getting knocked down. They was out there getting hit, ran through. Of course.
But listen, it don't take to.
So that's what be going on.
It don't take to get on that scene to be a hoe. What Sugar Free say? A hoe is gonna be a hoe for real. No matter if you in college, if you a hoe, you gonna fuck all the niggas in school. The motorcycle club, it is a setting, a social setting. So it has turned more into you got people that ride and are in the club for the right reasons, but it's a social scene. It is a surplus of men and women that are into the same thing. So yeah, people gonna do what they do, but that's not the basis of it. I feel like no matter who you are, wherever you go, if you carry yourself a certain way, you're not gonna do certain things because that's not what you do. So even in terms of if you dated somebody in a club, if you got a boyfriend or whatever, it does happen, but everybody don't do it.
Even if they is doing it, live your best life, man.
Yeah.
It's not but it is a stigma. Like it is definitely.
No, I just want the truth.
It's a stigma. Like we go out. We out to we had our annual dance that whole weekend. I probably got home at 6:00 in the morning every day, and it wasn't we was actually working because we were, putting it on. But if you with somebody that don't understand that life, of course that's gonna be a problem.
So is it also true that when niggas retire from gangbanging and put their flag down, they pick the jacket and the patches up? Like niggas stop gang
I'm not
banging
even
and
gonna
then they
say
start
they all
banging
retired. To
bikers.
be honest, some of them are still kind of living that life and doing it at the same time, but that's not what they
The
shouldn't
motorcycle
be about
said they don't really.
It shouldn't be about that.
They don't really like when you come on. It don't matter if you a blood or a crip. When you come on this scene, this is our scene. So it don't matter where you at. Like you can go in some club, they can put you out. You can't throw up no gang signs, no nothing, because that's not what they. That's not what they're here for. Like this is our gang, so we don't care about y'all gang. Y'all gonna respect our shit.
You can't throw up the biker gang in the club.
But we do. We always do.
Hold on, how you throw up your shit? Cause that don't look like no biker gang. that was no motherfucking biker gang. She throwing up big B's in this motherfucker.
Hey, you wanna know something funny? One time I got a text message. I looked at my phone and I'm in a picture like, so this what you do on the weekend? I'm like, where did you get this picture from?
Yeah, it's just a crazy stigma around the biker gangs, and niggas was trying to get me to, like, the homies trying to get me to join. Like, nigga, you need to come get the whoop wop wop. I'm like, yeah, it's like that. They like, yeah.
It can be. It can be.
I'm like,
It's
damn,
okay.
for real?
It's not like you know about the reality is when you think of a motorcycle set, you don't, in my eyes, you're thinking like, oh, it's bad bitches out there. No, like you ain't about to really. You ain't seeing a lot of that.
What is the purpose of the motorcycle club? Just to drive around the world or what?
Well, we travel. It's like a brother sisterhood. Like
It's a brother and
that.
sisterhood.
Yeah.
A lot of people join like our club. The founder, he started it because he didn't have family.
This
He
nigga
didn't
said
have
to
a
drive
club.
around the world.
Yeah,
He's
no, but
being
for real.
I saw babies one day out on the freeway. They took over the whole freeway.
It's all
I was swerving on their ass. I see everybody slowing down. I'm like, nigga, fuck all that. They looking at me like this and shit. I'm about to tell y'all, let me get by y'all. Drop that.
Yes.
You know what we do?
So y'all, do y'all
You know
own
what?
shoppers?
You've been around him too much because you ain't changing a little bit.
I ain't changing
You
shit.
starting again. Nah, you just been. Stay away from this nigga.
How you gonna blame me? Cause I let y'all
You
listen.
be on bullshit.
I let y'all live this episode. I let y'all say a lot of bullshit
We
with
didn't
no
say that.
pushback.
We didn't say
They
that.
gonna be on me in the comments like,
bullshit. I just be cool.
damn, Viral, you let them just say that?
When
Like,
we
I was
say
letting
that was
y'all
wrong.
live. Y'all was saying
I
bullshit.
Hey, bro.
After she said so much bullshit, I done.
Don't
You know
keep
what?
it real. Keep it real. I have been on my best behavior. I ain't said nothing crazy. I don't feel like I have.
Nah, cause they ate your ass up in the comments that first episode.
Yeah.
You like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on my best behavior in this
Fuck
bitch.
She talking about I'm changing. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Hey, she talking about I'm influencing you. That's a lie. Y'all don't even know. See, y'all don't even know.
What y'all just drive around the world?
She was mad because she was laughing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I said,
That's
what's the purpose?
You are absolutely right.
if
You
I-
laughed a little too damn
No,
hard.
yeah, she mad at you for laughing, but I'm asking a serious question. I don't know what the biker clubs consist of. I see niggas, every time I see niggas, they on the freeway or they on the go. Every time I hear about them, they in another different state.
Bye.
So what the fuck I'm supposed to
Goodbye.
think?
No,
They
it's
on
a
the
family.
freeway.
It's really
It's supposed to be a
really
family.
good.
It's supposed to be a
Yeah.
family.
That's all
Like,
I'm
for
saying.
instance,
It ain't
we
nothing, I don't have nothing against the biker
No, I
club.
don't feel like you do.
Biker club's gonna be on.
Say for instance, we got you. You lost everything. You lost your job. You lost everything. Like you got a whole family. We go look out for you. Your kids gonna be straight.
That's
Gonna
what it's
make sure
supposed
you
to
straight.
be.
You go to jail. All right, we got a little bit of money put up. Let's try to get him on. Let's try to figure this shit out. Like it's a family.
See, that sounds like a real good structure.
It is. But you always, everything, what do you say, like a rotten apple spoil whatever. So stuff start off good and it get a little tainted along the way. But if you had a core values of why you in something, you could kind of redirect it. So like even for us being in a club and everybody, y'all know how I am. It's no secret. I am loud, rambunctious at times, but I do offer other elements. So for us, we try to provide structure. You got girls that's in abusive relationships. We they big sisters. We talk to them. You don't gotta take that. Even the dudes. You got, and I'm gonna just tell you the next thing y'all need to talk about is y'all think it be women that be so broken hearted over getting left. These niggas. I didn't
We
care.
know this already.
These niggas be on suicide watch when they get
Men
shit.
are, no, for real. Men are
But
suffering
we talking
mentally.
these niggas
They
off the
really need
ledge.
help.
Bro, I tell niggas all the time, you do know that we women outnumber men right now. So your bitch broke up with you, go get another one, nigga.
Yeah,
Stop
but this is
crying.
what y'all gotta understand.
We get on niggas, but we don't accept that. You got one time to talk about that, really, and it's like, nigga, you better quit crying over
Get
that
your
shit.
bitch
Now,
ass
yeah,
on.
what the fuck wrong with you?
I need to shoot y'all some numbers because I got a few niggas.
Nah, but this is the
Yeah.
thing though. Most men can't get women. So when they finally get one, that's it. if they lose that, they feel like
Oh, well,
it's
they should
over
bring it
with.
to the motorcycle. So
Hey, I was about to say, man, that's the
Y'all think niggas just be fucking all these bitches left? I'm telling you, a lot of these niggas, bro, they cannot get women.
That's
a lot
true.
of men,
They come to the
period,
motorcycle set,
are
they
invisible to women. You got a small pool of men like myself that they just flock to, and that's it.
Here you go.
It's a small percentage. I'm just
You
saying.
crazy. You crazy. No, but what I noticed too, how you feel about this? I feel like the motorcycle set creates an environment for people that's really nobody to be somebody.
Sure.
So that's what be happening. People come out there and get an ego.
I see it a lot.
Yeah.
Do y'all like beef with other clubs? How the Mongols and the it's like that.
I'm not saying you brought up another club name. I'm not saying we beef with them, but yes, we do, and it's real life. The club that we in.
Is this from gang beef or this is like something that happened? How do y'all start beefing? Like, okay, this is about peace. Don't rep your hood. Is this like, okay, somebody from this club fuck somebody from this club wife, or y'all was in the same venue? Like, how did that
It's
shit
about
be?
respect in the club too. We don't just like, you're not just about to go up to usually a female and try to get that. Usually a man want to talk to a female out there, they be like, oh, like, are you dealing with anybody? Is there anybody out here dealing with her? Can I go talk to her? Or we got the same patch on. Oh, I see her right there with the red. Hey, can I go talk to her? Is it okay if I go talk to her? So it's really about respect. So when we start beefing,
Her with the red, huh? You out here starting gang beef.
Blue.
You out here starting gang beef. So it is true. So behind every war is usually a woman.
Oh my God.
9 times out of 10. For sure.
Facts.
That could be
I'm
true.
a lot of times, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna come out there. Y'all invite us to one of y'all next events, man. We're gonna pop out with the Viral Gang merch. I know. I just told her like, damn, we didn't get an invite. Tell me, yeah, y'all wouldn't have came. Like, god damn.
We be having fun. Like we be having fun. We have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
It can get a little rowdy, so I mean I know.
But it's all fun. It's like you ain't really see a lot of fighting and shit.
When they see us coming, they be like, please. Not tonight.
Yeah, I'm chilling though.
We're on our best behavior.
I don't know. I'm coming in my Raider gear. So.
No, that's
Now, hey, shout out the Gorillas, man. A lot of homies they joined the Gorillas. They ride with the Gorillas.
Certified Gorillas.
Certified Gorillas, yeah. Shout out Certified Gorillas, man.
Absolutely.
All the homies on there out there on their Harleys and shit. I ain't gonna get one, but I'll come out there and fuck with y'all though.
Come out there. Mm-hmm.
For sure.
It's a fun time. For the most part, it's a fun time.
Yeah, you enjoy
One thing I will say is this: the motorcycle set get a bad stigma. Like, oh, this happened at the motorcycle club. No, people bring shit to that environment. So that's just like you from wherever you from and a nigga from somewhere else. You guys are civilians because that's what we call people that's not in a motorcycle club. Civilians. You guys are civilians. I'm just telling you how it is. On our you a civilian. So it might get reported back, oh, it was a killing at the motorcycle club. No, these two niggas from these two different hoods came to our shit and killed each other. Mm-hmm. It didn't have nothing to do with the motorcycle set. So you might hear all this negative stuff about the motorcycle set when stuff don't even really be a motorcycle issue. It be other people bringing certain shit to, that environment.
Is it possible to get black people together without some bullshit happening?
Oh, we do it all the time.
Absolutely.
All the time. All the events that they
we had our annual.
What's the age bracket though? How many young people in the motorcycle clubs? Ain't too many, huh?
No,
that's the fucking
people.
We got. Yes, them niggas be sneaking in 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do. And a lot of 18-year-old got bikes and 19-year-old got bikes.
All right, we're gonna come out there. You gotta show us some tricks or something.
They gotta go to the races.
All right, let's do it.
No.
Hey, look, any final words, man? I got some shit to go get into. Any final words from Side? Redhead?
Thank you.
Man.
Yeah, for sure. Good looking for coming.
Don't beat us up in the comments, baby.
No, they're not, cause
I don't care.
they gonna beat me up because I let y'all live. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go hard on y'all like I used to.
You did?
Nah, I let y'all live for sure.
Boy.
I was letting y'all get y'all little bullshit.
You got me looking at the man in the mirror, baby. It's right there.
15 years, he didn't do this and that. Nah, your ass was
man.
paper. You was supposed.
It ain't about money for me. It's never gonna be about money for me.
When you listen to yourself, a lot of it was about money.
It really wasn't. It was about.
When you listen to this,
of course, there's more layers to it that we don't know. But
I'm telling you,
even parenting our kids.
No, I'm
it
telling
was very different. I'm more of a strict parent. And when I say this, oh, he fucked up in school. Hey, you ain't going to no basketball game. Here come daddy. Oh, get your shit on. You going to the game. Shit, like, it was a lot of shit. that shit built up. It wasn't just about money. It wasn't just about cheating or the kid. It was a lot of shit that.
Did you ever cheat?
I never cheat. I never even kissed another nigga. On my mama, rest in peace.
She's
Never even did.
Bloods.
Jesus.
She caught herself. Hey, y'all share, like, subscribe to the channel, man. We up out of here. We finna get her back on the couch. She got a lot of therapy to go through, man. The Viral Way, we out of here,
I'm a therapist.
man. Bang. She's gonna say,
I am the therapist.
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thugging hardest where they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitches bang too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.